Hello everybody, I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. Today I am in Coin Guy's shop in Spring Hill, Florida. We're going to be talking about coins and precious metals and some stuff going on in the world. The things that you would expect to hear about when you go into a good old-fashioned coin shop. So stay with me as I talk to the Coin Guy.
How you doing, people?
Hey,
Here
guy.
we are again. It's been a good couple of weeks. It's been crazy in the store. I cannot get enough silver and gold in. With everything that's happening in the world, I get phone calls from all over the country to buy silver, to buy gold. People want to mail me checks. They send me checks. I can't get enough product. There's just so much fear out there. And, you know, things you've heard with legislature and stuff about they're afraid that you're going to have your paper money's not worth anything anymore. And people are just running scared. And they're buying silver and gold, and I just cannot get enough product in.
Hey, let me talk about that. So you're selling out at things as soon as you get it in.
I have none right now.
I've called you a couple times here this week, and hey, you got gold, and you never have it. It's always out the door as soon as you get it in.
I got one eagle in today.
Silver and gold have been coming down.
Yep.
What's going on there?
But it hasn't changed what I think. I think that the margins have to be changed differently as far as there has to be, and I've said before, there has to be a separate price for ETFs and physical gold and silver. The Dow dropped, 600 yesterday? Down 340 today? I mean, when you have to cover, this is the last day of the third quarter in the stock market. Today's not the 30th of September. So people have to cover their positions. And what's been the only real wealth in the world is gold. They sell gold in order to cover positions in stock. And that's what's, they flood the market with sale orders, and it brought the price down.
Yeah.
That's why, but not physical gold. There's none to be had out there. I haven't had anyone come in who has bought gold and silver off of me periodically over an amount of time. None of those people ever sell. They never sell. And there's new people coming in all the time. And most of those people are senior citizens. And there's no one, my only source of mostly getting gold and silver is when in a state somebody passes away and I'll buy whatever they have. And I'm compatible, I compete with anybody around here because I just can't get it.
It's funny, somebody asked me, they said they were freaking out. They said, man, prices have just plummeted. Like, what's going on? Why? And I'm like, because you're basing the price of physical silver and gold off of paper, just like you said.
A lot of those margins haven't changed. Silver may have dropped $4, but maybe the margin on Eagles dropped $2. The margins have stayed high. That's what I've told people before. If something really drastic ever happens, wait to hold on to your hats when you look at silver and gold. I look at Bitcoin, and people have asked me about that online, and they'll say something about, hey, guy, what happened? Bitcoin's back up to 50 again. Well, it's like 42 now. That $10,000 swing up and down for digital currency that, in my opinion, has no wealth to it, no physical wealth. Like I said, Milton Bradley's money should be worth something too then.
Yeah.
Why can't wake up one day and gold's worth $32,000? It's a digital unit. Why can't it be worth that?
Sure.
It certainly can go to 5,000 an ounce one day.
Sure.
Let us go on a gold reserve. Let's see what happens. That kind of crazy thing can happen. We're in a crazy world. There's so much fear out there that these people are coming in. They're afraid that they're going to, go after their bank accounts if they draw $600 out of the bank or they deposit $600. I think that's just a precursor. As I said before, they're looking to shut down any place that people can get cash. Jewelry stores, they're going to start probably policing coin shows, comic book shows, baseball cards, where a lot of cash passes hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to sell grandma's wedding band and a couple of rings, well, you only can get paid by check. They won't let you do it. That's the next step. The next step, I'm afraid, is they're going to make us have to pay everything with checks. And that's just what they're going to do.
Oh, man, I got to remember how to write a check now.
Yeah. Guy in here the other day didn't know how to write a check. And he's in my business. These young people, I mean,
You don't do that anymore. I mean,
everybody uses plastic.
you go through the grocery line and somebody's writing a check in front of you. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna change lanes. I'm going somewhere
I've
else.
been to 7-Eleven where a guy got some 99-cent special. It was $1.05. He's got to pull out a credit card. Are you kidding me, buddy?
I might have just did that today. That's the way
Are
it
you
works.
kidding me, buddy? But I picked up another foreign collection.
A
Nowhere
foreign
near.
collection?
Yep.
Now hold on, that last foreign collection, nobody bought that stuff, right?
Oh God, we sold about 90% of that
Yeah.
in volume.
Everybody loved that.
I still get phone calls. I still have a lot of this. We just sold a box of Australian the other day to someone. I mean, it's been a year now, people. It's been a year. It has been a year.
That's the way it
was
works,
a year
though.
in July.
I keep those videos on YouTube, and people think that it's relevant and new as of today. And
Yeah, I get
sorry
that.
about that.
I just saw your YouTube. Do you have those red boxes? Buddy, that was a year ago. We have a few left. But this is stuff I bought in the collection about a month ago, 3 weeks ago. And you put, just like I told the person, I probably put 25 hours into this. You notice how everything is all got red lines and it sort everything out. Some of it just went into the junk silver. And if somebody wants any of those silver lots for $275, I think I have 2 or 3 lots now because I put odds and ends from there. But I've got the big ones, the Cuba, the Panama, places that people are always looking to buy. But I do have a few pieces. Well, here you go. There's Cuba.
Oh, those are awesome.
Nice big coins.
I actually have a good friend of mine. He's Cuban, and he loves America, I tell you what, but he would probably like one of these things.
And those people there, I've talked to a number of people from the Ukraine, from Cuba, Venezuelans. They see what's going on in the world, boy. You don't want a socialist world, is what they live through that. They're fearful of that.
I got a few buddies, and like I mentioned, the one's Cuban, another guy's actually Asian, and they see what's going on, and they're like, just like you said, like, oh no.
They can't believe it. This
Yeah.
is what we left.
Yeah, exactly.
They tell me that. What is happening? They can't believe it. Wake up, people. Wake up. I mean, we don't want to throw it all away. We've got it all. Let's not lose it. This is a pretty coin.
Which one are we talking
This
about?
Chinese coin. I thought that's interesting.
That is cool.
And what do you think? You think that looks like Egypt?
Yeah, I think so. Right?
Some interesting pieces.
Have you ever been to Egypt?
No, I have not.
That should be a bucket list thing.
I've always thought about, I'd like to see Jerusalem actually because of the history there. And if you go to Jerusalem, I guess you can go over to see Egypt. But right now, I don't know if I can ever fly again. I'm going to find out more in about 2 weeks. I got to go for some tests. But yeah, some really pretty ones. These are pretty. And what's cool about these is look at the mintages.
Let me see. What do you got there? Oh, yeah. Only 4,000 on this one?
Yep.
The RAM.
Yep, that is 4,000. This is 3,364.
Gee willikers.
I mean, I guess the Chinese said, what are you making that out of? Silver. Stop production. Macau. That's one of their
This is the
imports.
Philippines, right?
Yep, another one's very popular.
So what? We made
This
some of the
whole group
Philippine
is
coins,
Philippines.
right?
We made all the Philippine coins, yep.
We made them all.
Yeah, we used to make the Philippine coins. I think we still do. Here you go. Here's Mexico. Like I said, ones that are big favorites. Panama.
This is cool, guy. What is this?
That is...
A guy on a horse with a sword just charging away.
I can't read my writing.
Can't read your writing. That sounds like me going through school.
Is Luxembourg? Luxembourg. That's Luxembourg.
What's a Luxembourg? Where's that?
Luxembourg's one of those little countries in the middle of Europe over there, alongside Germany.
That's a cool coin.
Pretty big coins.
That is neat.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few of them. I get people who come in and buy them by animals. I have a person, she didn't show up today. Usually she comes on Thursdays. She'll buy ones with animals, or they buy ones with knights, or like you said, like this is pretty attractive.
Oh, the Egyptian one?
Yeah.
Well, everybody has a different collection. Like I was mentioning to my buddy earlier, I said I know a guy that all he collects is German coins, and you mentioned like animals now from this lady. She
Yep.
only comes in and wants animals on her coins.
Some people, a lot of people collect animals. Other people get more specific, and they'll collect birds, or they collect insects, bees. There's bees on a number. I remember seeing something in Coin World about bees with the different bees on them. I think there's an Italian coin, 10 cent. I think it's a 10-cent piece, 5 or 10 that has a honeybee on it.
Really?
Honeybees are very important to the world. They pollinate everything.
I heard that when the bees are gone from the world, that humanity's going to die too.
Got 3 years left.
Yeah.
I saw that movie, The Happening. That's one of the models. Einstein said that.
The Happening.
Yeah, I remember when he said that. No, I wasn't there.
You were there at his house?
Yeah, I was at his house.
That's cool.
Would you comb that hair? I said no. He wouldn't listen to me. There's more Cuba.
That's the trademark hair he has there.
Yeah.
Cuba money. That's cool. Yeah, my buddy could probably actually even read that stuff. I can't. I don't know.
Like I said, I got some of the countries that people are looking for.
So what do they just do?
Look at that Egyptian, huh?
You'll have this stuff, and you still ship this stuff out if somebody calls?
Yeah.
No big deal.
We ship it out. We work out a deal. I mean, usually we pay the shipping as long as you're in the United States. If you're not in the United States, we've run into a lot of trouble, and I've mentioned it before, where medical may be free in Europe and stuff, but you still have to pay a VAT tax.
Yeah.
And that's 25%. You buy $500 in coins, you're going to pay $125 in the government, plus import fee and everything else, and shipping.
That's crazy.
So $500 might cost you $800 to get it, and it's just not worth the hassle.
And it ruins the deal for them too.
Oh, it ruined one deal I was doing with the Australian coins, but another person came along and stepped up and bought it. But you take a good percentage off, but the percentage is not going to come anywhere near. It just isn't going to work.
Yeah.
It just isn't. There's just too much to it.
So what do you got here?
What we have here is a collection my son came into. He bought a large collection of paper money. I'll show you what I have first, my paper money.
Guy, I have these in my pocket right now. These are just regular money.
Well, now when this is upside down and reversed.
Hold on a minute. Can I see this?
Yeah.
Upside down and revert. What?
It's supposed to
Wait,
be...
you just do it like this.
Yeah,
Nope.
okay.
Doesn't work that way. That's funny.
Yeah, well, that's a cool note.
So this, it's literally, when
Now
I
that's an
stamped
error.
it should have been one of these.
This was here and this belonged here. So it's inverted, and it's on the obverse, but it was inverted. The sheet went in backwards, or...
So what's that worth? Like double the price in? About 40 bucks?
No, it's a little more than that.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, they get big money.
So people need to check their bills, huh?
Yeah, for something like that. Well, I got to sell it yet, but that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
And then you got something like this.
That's
it's
crazy.
Certified, and 2 different serial numbers.
Yeah, I think we've seen this one before, haven't we?
You saw one with a blue seal. That was a silver certificate.
That was different, okay.
It was more money than this one. This one's cheaper.
So different serial numbers. What are we talking here? 6-8 and then 6-7.
That's all it takes.
It used to be the same.
Yep.
And that's now an error.
And it's certified.
Check your money. That's crazy.
These are just odds and ends. Because my son got me intrigued with a collection he had bought. A lot of his collection is... We had the auction house here last week. Actually, what's today? Yeah, last Thursday. We had Heritage over. And we've given a lot to them. Here's some interesting bills that I have. Different things. This is just a very old bill. This is almost like a repeater. 112, 112, 11.
What do you mean that you have? Like these are your
mine.
bills?
These are mine.
So they're not for sale?
These are for sale.
You're getting rid of them now?
Yeah. I'm getting to that point where I can't keep them forever.
Okay. So out of your personal collection?
Yeah, these are out of my personal collection.
You need like a paper that says like certificate of authenticity, Coin Guy's personal collection, and then you hand sign it.
You buy this one, I'll give you one of my dollars with my picture on there.
Which one?
The one with my face on it.
Which one do you got to buy for that?
This one.
They buy that one, you get a special hand-signed picture of Guy on a dollar.
Yeah.
That's
big bill.
That's a binary, right?
Yeah, well, it's
1, 1,
binary.
2, 1,
It's also
1,
a
2, 1,
repeater.
1.
It's binary and a
okay.
repeater.
Wow. So they call that a radar note?
Yeah, radar is... It's also a radar note, right? Radar binary repeater. It's the same digits front and back.
I see. So a repeater would be the 11211. That's repeating.
211.
And then I'm trying to learn here. The radar is 1121, and then 1 or something
So
like
if
that.
you look at it from this way, it's 1111.
211. Okay.
Then 2 2s, then 2 1s. So it's like the word radar. It's spelled the same front to back.
Oh, radar is R-A-D-A-R, R-A-D-A. Okay. Now I get it.
Yep, think that's a radar.
The more you know.
There's a lot of radars in Brian's group.
And
Here's
where?
an old 50.
Brian?
The stuff my son got.
Oh, okay. Oh, he has stuff over here.
Yeah.
I got you. I see what you're doing.
But he's got pretty stuff. These are what they call fancy notes. These are things that people will pull out because they're kind of cool. You get like 8s. Now here you have 8s. Now 8s are very lucky number in the Western world is 7s, but in the Asian world, 8s is a lucky number.
It's like an infinite symbol.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, 8s, you get 8 8s. A bill like that will go. That's an auction piece.
8 8s.
Yeah, 8 8s. Just
Here's a
like
bunch of
7s are
9s.
lucky with us. 9s are harder to find.
That's
Once
a
again.
super nice note, even
Yep.
without just the serial number.
Yeah, and that is a.
That's a trinary because it's got 3.
No, it's just a number.
Okay.
You've got what 5 9s, but it's nice. It's uncirculated.
It's super
Yeah, it's
nice.
pretty note.
Looks almost like it's not even real
5
'cause it's so
7s.
perfect.
Here's one with what 6 1s.
See, I like 7s. I'm down with the 7s. Not so much the 6s, but those are popular too.
Now these are this is like a silver certificate. This is a silver certificate. So he's been bouncing around quite a while. The older they are, and you have multiple numbers, or you have binary, a lot of them were taken out of circulation or worn out. People didn't put them away.
So these are actually not bad at all. Like $49, and you can have one of these really cool serial numbers.
Yeah, well, you got 5 aces.
5 aces.
There's a perfect where the guys play cards every first Monday of every month downstairs, and you got the card table, and you have this up on the wall. 5 aces.
But you have 5 aces in your hand. We're having a fight.
Yeah.
Right?
5 deuces. Here's more of them. Here's radar. There's all different ones. Here's one virtually no numbers.
What do you mean virtually? There are no numbers. Where'd they
Yeah,
go?
you can see it's very light.
Oh, it's just so the printing's kind of all...
Yeah.
Wow, it is light. That's wild. How do they just release these things?
Well, they come in bundles.
Oh, that one's cool.
Here's one that's got
That's
just
so many 7s.
3 digits, but this is actually 6 zeros.
Jeez. I always look at my money when I get it from the bank just to see if it's going to be something cool with the serial numbers. I've never had anything even remotely cool.
Silver certificate. 6 aces. But
6
they're not in a
aces.
row, but if they were in a row, there'd be more.
Yeah,
Plus, it's on a silver certificate.
that makes it way
Here you
cool.
go. Here's 6 8s. Somebody in Hong Kong's going to call me. Here's your 6 7s. 6 6s is the devil's note.
Yeah, crazy devil's note. Interesting.
Now, this was my stuff. Now I'll show you Brian's.
From your personal collection.
From my personal collection.
We've seen a few things through your videos of your personal collection. Once in a while, you pop something out from your personal stuff.
Well, it's dependent on what news I get from the doctor from time to time.
Yeah.
Now, Brian came across a collection, and he dropped off stuff here because he went on a vacation. These are radar notes. They're mixed up.
Mixed up radar notes?
Yeah.
That doesn't matter if they're mixed up. That's okay, right? Let's see.
Yeah. See, like, that's 6s. Here's 9s.
That's wild.
Here's some of the better ones. Here's 6 7s.
Where do you see 6 7s?
Right here.
1 and then all these
Oh,
7s.
7 7s.
7 7s.
7 7s, 7 3s, 7 4s.
Well, then look at this. From 1977.
Yep. From 70. Now there's a lucky bill.
That is super lucky, Bill.
But the numbers start to match. Now, if this was solid,
Forget
if
about it.
this was solid, in this collection, Brian had quite a few. As I said, Heritage has gotten the collection, and they're going to be working on it. There's some phenomenal bills in there.
Heritage Auctions.
Heritage Auctions.
Okay.
He has a lot of solid numbers, over 20 of them. Solid 8s, solid 7s, solid 2s. 8 digits, all solid. These are wow bills. They're going to be at auction, and we'll see where their numbers are. 1,500 to 3,000 a piece.
Jeez.
Yeah, they get big numbers.
For $1.
Yeah, but once again, they go up on the wall. They're pretty cool.
That's way cool. That would be a good idea. Take one of these and just frame it. Boom.
Well, that's what they do. There you go. This is another one, 7 aces, 7 threes, but not in a row. But now the numbers have dropped substantially. You know, you're not looking at $300. You're looking, 107. And there's room on this.
I can't even get a binary note. When I look through mine, I can't even get like the 2 digits.
Somebody had, when I looked at this stuff, somebody had somebody who worked in the bank. There's no way. Yeah, but I haven't even counted these, but between what they got and what's here, there was 100 bills. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
Those are cool. It's a whole collection.
And keep tuned. I'll let you know when they put it up for auction.
Yeah, I'd be curious about that.
Here's some more. Here's 7 sixes. It's cool. We got all kinds here. Now here's six digits. All these are 6 aces. Look how many there are. Yeah. Here's deuces. Here's fours.
This goes back to talking about how people collect different things, and this is a whole different kind of collection.
Fours and fives. 6 sixes. That sounds unlucky. Made in '66. No, I made that up.
Jeez. That is unlucky.
Here's 6 sevens.
This one's got a way different...
All 77s.
Way different color to it here.
That's a different plastic I put on it.
Oh,
these are all Chris Bunks. You see, these bills, when we were talking with, when I was talking with Heritage, it doesn't pay to certify these bills. Because, when you send it in to the certifying people, they're getting $40 to certify a bill. So if you're selling a bill for $79 or $89, or let's say we say $99, yeah, I'll take $90 and I'll pay the shipping and I'll pay the credit card fee. But if I had to pay $40 to get it certified, it's like the certifying company is getting as much as you are. So you got to really look at what you're going to send them. And that's why these are the ones they didn't take. Here's cool. Here's 8 eights. We're getting phone calls on these.
That's pretty cool stuff, Guy.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing those to us.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty cool. Like I said, we got room on them. And I've gotten phone calls. I got a couple of comments about, when I showed all those certified coins last time. And people, and I think I've said this before about the ICG, why do you use ICG as compared to NGC and PCGS? And that was interesting because I was talking to this rep from Heritage, which was kind of funny. I told Tara, I said, how do you know when he gets here? I said, I'm looking for 2 guys with suits and an attaché case. And this guy gets out of the car. He's in his early 40s. He's not that tall, and he's mostly bald. And he's got a knapsack on his back, and he's wearing jeans and a T-shirt. And he walks in, he goes, Heritage Auctions.
Just like that.
I said, can I see your ID? Because you're giving him who knows how much and stuff. And the guy, he looked like some kid on the way to the beach.
That's funny.
To me, he did. But they said that they look at different auctions and what's going to go into what auction and who is not paying more. But sometimes it seems between NGC, PCGS, from what I picked up from him, a different grading of coins, they're more lenient toward, or I don't know exactly. They said they're going to look between them and see what they're going to. There was a number of coins we also sent in with this collection. It was like 75 pieces. There was a lot of stuff we gave them. It was a couple hours we were here. So I'll let you know when some of that's going to start coming up. I want to see it sold at the fun show in January. I want to show that we can go to sit there and holy cow, some pieces have not seen the light of day in 45 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of this stuff is phenomenal. There's no record. When you get bills like this, and they're 8 digits or 7 digits solid, and they're on large notes, I'm talking early bills. We tried to find reference material to get an idea. There's nothing out there. So some of this is fresh material, and we're going to set the prices on some things, I think. I think it's I think it should be pretty cool. Should be a lot of fun. And then, as I was saying, they were asking me about the certifying. When you look at the major grading houses, like NGC or PCGS.
Those are the 2 big ones.
Those are the 2 big ones. And when you're putting stuff in, if you're putting in 1 coin, it's going to cost you probably $75. because you're going to have to pay $15 or something to send it there. They're going to charge you about $30, $35. Then no matter how, if it's 1 to 5 coins, they're going to, or it's 1 to 10 coins, they're charging you like $19 plus another $8 handling fee, which might be $10 now because they have a monopoly on this stuff. And so you're looking at 30, 60, you're looking at $80 for one coin. But if you send 5 coins, it might only cost you $135. But if you send it to ICG, it's 10 to 12 bucks a coin.
Yeah.
You still got to send the shipping. But I either go down to Tampa with them, or if you can't, if you're in, they do area shows from time to time. But see, if you're getting a $40,000 coin graded, NGC PCGS does have more prestige. But if you're getting a foreign generic coin or an extra fine walk-in Liberty, is basically an extra fine no matter what grading service you're working for. It's not these, there are those companies that work in their basement and they just, they make up numbers. I think I've showed those before. It's one of these companies where everything that goes through is a 66.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. If it's an AU, it's a 66. Everything's an UNC 66. Those are the people who give the business a bad name. But you can save a lot of money. That big collection I bought, I sent probably 60 or 70 coins to be certified. And maybe I paid $800 for 70 coins.
Yeah, imagine that on PCGS or NGC.
You're looking at $2,400.
First of all, where was that? How long ago was that when you sent those in?
Those I would have sent over the course about a year ago.
A year ago, so you probably, PCGS probably didn't even send them back yet.
No,
Man, they take forever.
Yeah, they do take forever. That's a funny thing. I said to this guy from Heritage, I said, what are you talking about? Well, we're going to be looking at early November for auctions. I said, November? This is like the 22nd or whatever it was of September. I said, but it takes like 2 months to get paper back. Not for Heritage, it doesn't.
No, of course not.
That's why you go with them.
Right.
And I understand that. When you give a company, so many millions of dollars in business, you get to the front of the bus, I guess. It's that kind of idea.
Oh, exactly.
But
funny enough, I sent PCGS an email asking a question about 3 years ago. Still waiting on that return email. I'm holding my breath on that one.
Yeah, well, like you said, you got to hold your turn. The guys at ICG are pretty good. I know Skip, and I've met Randy a number of times.
And like you said, they're local. They're here in Florida. You can just drive down there and drop coins on.
Yeah.
So that's helpful to people in Florida.
Driven down to pick up coins.
Yeah.
You send in coins, and it might cost. If you drive it down, and it might cost you 10 coins, might cost you $110 or something like that. Mm-hmm. And there's no shipping back and forth, whatever, because my daughter drives, or one of the members of the club pick it up. Like I said, you're looking at. I once sent in 30 coins at one time. You're looking at $300 as compared to what? $900.
Yeah.
Or more. No, foreign coins, they get more money for it. It was $1,000. Been over $1,000. And they charge more for foreign.
You mentioned prestige with these NGC and PCGS, that they're more prestigious when it comes to grading. I think a lot of that comes from their advertising dollars they put out. Just about every single book that you get that has coins in it, you see an advertisement from PCGS or NGC. They're putting out a lot of money. And NGC actually just sold their company. And it's like a real estate company, I think, out of New York.
500.
I think it's like 500 million.
500 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they own, there's a PCGS and NGC, one of them own a piece of gray sheet. So that's pretty nice. When you grade the coins, you also own the grading book to tell you how much those coins are worth.
Doesn't seem a little conflict of interest right there, huh?
It makes things very interesting.
Yeah.
But that's part of that game. I want to say something on a personal note. When I was watching my videos when you were coming up, not this time, but the time before, when your ad comes up for, for Spegtacular and coins, this banner goes across that says Coin Guy 123 or 123 Coin Guy. I just want to comment that I've gotten a number of phone calls about products they've gotten, and it wasn't up to what they were supposed to be. That is not me. I don't have the technology to do that, but somebody is jumping in on our video or on the video, and they're using that space to advertise them. Yep. And I've had a number of complaints about that group. And I'm not 123, I'm Coin Guy. I'm not Coin Guy 123 or 123 Coin Guy. I just wanted to
You are
to mention that.
You are the coin guy. There's
Guy.
people on YouTube now that have taken that name. They're like, oh, I'm just going to start calling myself Coin Guy.
I've seen that. I've seen
the reason why they're doing that is to take your spotlight for sure.
But they can't get my looks.
Well, look at you. You're gorgeous.
I mean, I put my, the 40 pounds I lost, I found them.
Oh, you found them back?
Yeah, I found them.
Well,
What can I
the
tell
buffet
you?
started opening up again around
I
here.
don't do buffets. I
No?
don't. If I go to a buffet, I'm going to eat proteins. I learned that you got to eat proteins, no starches.
No?
Maybe a little macaroni and cheese, but not too much.
Little mac and cheese, no big deal.
Not too much.
There's some protein and cheese, that's fine.
Yeah.
So there's only one coin, guys, what you're telling me.
Yeah.
There's only one Spegtacular, too. I got the same thing happening to me on my YouTube. I have these people that are trying to spam my commenters, and they're like, oh, call this number. Call my WhatsApp. The only number I ever give out is like coin shops when I do a coin shop interview, and that one number is right here, just to let people know that everybody else on YouTube that claims to be Spegtacular, that's asking for your phone number or your WhatsApp, it's not me. I don't even know what WhatsApp is. I'm not messing around with that stuff.
I don't know what a WhatsApp. But I don't know what a WhatsApp is. But like I said, you got these, I guess you call them trolls. And but this is the stuff, and this is only a piece of what's going to come out.
I like this stuff.
And if you do decide to pick up anything, remember between Brian stuff and Coin Guy stuff.
To identify. Well, they just say, hey, I want this particular number, and then for 30 minutes you can spend that trying to figure out
Well, we organized
where that was.
I've organized it. Tara helped me putting all this together. So we got it all into this. Brian's on vacation right now. I did all the work, sorting this stuff out, the other stuff, working on it at home, putting it in holders. Maybe I want Heritage's 20%.
There you go.
But it was an interesting experience. And I'm looking forward to seeing how he does on the auctions.
Yeah.
It should be pretty good. But like I said, as far as the business, another thing I wanted to talk about.
Whoa.
I talked about this at my club meeting 2 weeks ago. The unintended consequence of the Wuhan virus has been all these kids are at home, all over the country, and you've got all of these grandpas watching children, grandmas, parents, whatever it is, and I'll bet you nothing less than 20 orders of world coins, foreign coins, specific countries, mixed countries, because they're teaching the kids history, or they're teaching the kids geography, because God knows they don't get too much of that in school. But if you got the kids at home, they'll say, let me have $200 worth of world coins. And I'll put a whole bunch, maybe they got heritages is British or French or whatever it may be. And I put a bundle of that together and I mail it out. I get people order $1,000 worth of stuff. I have stuff that comes in books of world coins, different countries. But I've gotten quite a number of orders of the foreign. And as I said, it's like an unintended consequence. Even American. I got 4 grandchildren at home. And we want to teach them about America. What our money used to look like when our grandparents used to have it. Different themes, but it's all for the good thing. But it's like I said, it's been a boom to coin collecting. I got people telling me to collect in pennies. They never realized. And it just takes the time. You're teaching children. You got all this time in there. And, they don't get a gym recess, but they can collect pennies. And you're teaching them about the history and about America. And I think it's pretty cool. It's good for us. This is, I remember the old timers, people my age, back in 94 and 95 saying coin collecting's doomed. And then the 50-state quarter program came out, revitalized everything. Everybody started collecting coins again in quarters, and it was a madhouse. And maybe this is going to, a little push. Not big, but I do get a lot of people buying the peace dollars. I can't get 1921 peace dollars. There was a time I had 14 of them in inventory. I have none right now. Can't keep peace dollars in the cases.
So
they're collecting them.
So one good thing ever that this pandemic did.
Yeah, I said unintended. Believe me, it was unintended.
But it's a good thing, right?
Well, you try to make the best of a bad situation.
Yeah.
And I guess this is one of those things. But we're going to see where the next shoe falls in the world. But
speaking of shoe falling in the world here, the United States Mint. Have you heard that the director has stepped down?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, David J. Ryder no longer is director of the United States Mint. He stepped down. Somebody else, the assistant, I'm sure, will go into his place. the U.S. Mint, people have been having a hard time with that on my channel. Stuff is taking forever to get to them. It's not being shipped out right away.
We ordered some of the new dollars, the peace dollars. I believe we got 4 of them. I don't usually do this, but I had Tara here, and we were able to, Nathan and Tara were able to jump on and get a couple. Usually I don't do that, but I think the idea of the peace 100th anniversary one, there's only one type. You don't have a CC, a D, an S, a P, everything else. I thought that was okay, so we jumped on that. But, you got the cost thing. And like you said, isn't there some kind of group of people that have preferred treatment? What is that about? And look at they try to make too much money, and they have too many items. And I've read this and heard this from many collectors. I mean, this new palladium coin? The new palladium coin is like $3,300. $3,300. Palladium dropped down to $1,800 the other day.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, you're offering $3,300. I understand you make a profit, but man. And then you got, you have a proof platinum, an unk platinum. Same with gold. You have buffaloes, you have eagles, you have so many products that you just can't keep up with it.
Too many.
It's just, it overwhelms a true collector. They have to just pick a niche.
You've been in this game for a while. The packaging from the U.S. Mint, have you noticed something different with that from, years back to now?
Years back, it used to just be the brown cardboard square little box. And if you only ordered 1, it'd be styrofoam in there. If you ordered 5, it'd be full. And those were the mint sets or the proof sets back in the 60s and the 70s, right through in the 80s. And packaging, you get some of the products they put out has incredible packaging. Look at the, the 2009 gold piece.
Ultra high relief.
The ultra high relief. Beautiful coin. I've had a couple. I'm always looking to buy them. But it's got, the packaging is like this big, and you open it up like a treasure chest. I'm looking for Nicolas Cage to come running in because you think it's, something that the treasure's in there. And there's another box in it, and then it's wrapped up. I mean, it costs $9, I think, for the packaging.
But when you're paying an extra, hundreds of dollars for a coin,
I guess
let's get a nice package. You know what I mean? Now anymore, it's just the cardboard, and for me, half the time, it's running loose in the box from USPS and kind of shady in there.
Yeah. God bless America. Everybody stay healthy and stay safe.
Always appreciate you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.